Hi, in this video we discuss the pandas module in Python. Now what is the pandas and how to use the pandas in Python? The pandas is used for mostly in data science applications. Now in this course you know the like how to work the pandas and what is the pandas and how to apply the pandas on the data sets. That is enough. In the data science course you can go through the in-depth way for full-fledged pandas for in the data science course. Now what is the pandas? The pandas is used for data analyzing and manipulating. Now the pandas is the one tool. It is used for analyze the like and manipulate the your data set. Like the pandas is used for data science. How? Before going to the machine learning algorithms you need a data, because you feed the your data into machine learning algorithms. Machine train on the data and it can predict the unwanted data based on the what it's trained on. Now here the data is important. Here you can collect the data from different sources with different extensions. For example, you can extract the data different websites, for example AWS, Kaggle and Google. These are the different sources. The data is the unstructured data. The data is also unformatted data and redundant data. Now how to feed the exact data to the machine learning? That means you feed the data into the your machine learning model. How? Use the pandas to pre-process the your data set and pass the your data into the machine learning model. Here before going to the machine learning model in the data science, first pre-process the your data set. Pre-processing means to analyze the your data, to remove the null data, to remove the unwanted data, to enable the correct data types to the columns, and how to use the different like filtering techniques. These are the pandas used for data pre-processing in the data science. Now here we discuss the basic how to use the pandas and how to apply the pandas on the data set. Here go to the file, open. Here I place the one data set here. This is the diabetes.csv. For example, the data set are the different formats. For example, CSV format, and TXT format and SQL format and JSON format and Excel format and HDF. These are the main extensions are used for your data set. What is the data set? The data set is the rows and columns. That means tabular form. That is a multi-dimensional array. Now the pandas are two types. One is the data frame and the other is the series. Now what is the difference between the data frame and series? Now first create the one data frame. First install the your pandas. You can use the pip install pandas, click on the run. I already installed pandas module. Now import the your pandas as pd. You can use the alias name as pd. It is optional. You can directly use the pandas as the pandas in the your program. Otherwise you can use the alias name PD. If you use the A as alias name, you can use it only PD in the program. Here I use the, for example, df is the one variable for storing the data frame. Here you can use the pandas, that is the PD. Here use the data frame is the one method. Here click on the run. Here your data frame is the, like your df variable is the data frame. Here there is no data. Now how to pass the data? Here you can pass dictionary type of data, array type of data, any type of data. Here pandas dot data frame. Here I pass the, for example, key and value pairs. For example, key as the name. Here I pass the array as the values. For example, name is the hello and Chintu and Balu and Raju. These are the, for example, here Babu. These are the different names. Now I pass the another key, like age is the another key. Here I pass the 10, 20, 30, 40. Here this is the, you can pass a dictionary format. Here click on the run. Here now print the your data frame. Here this is the your data frame. Here the data frame is the two-dimensional format. This means rows and columns. Here you can also check type of your data frame is the, this is the data frame. Now how to access the data frame data? You can use df dot iloc. The iloc key is used for indexed location. For example, 0. Click on the run. Here it returns the 0th indexed location, that is the Babu, and age is the 10. That is, it is the indexed location as Babu. 10 is the 0th index. You can also pass the slicing. This is the iloc of. Here how to pass the slicing? Here 0 to 3 are the rows. Here I want to use the 0 to 2. Here it returns the 0th column and first column. This is the 0 is the Babu and first is the Chintu. Here you can also use the df dot lock. This is used for string indexing. For example, here I use the 0 comma. Here use the name. Here click on the run. Here it returns the Babu. That means here the name and age are the string format. You can access the string format columns data by using the lock. Here you can use the indexed as the numeric. You can use the iloc. This is the difference. Now you can check D types of your data frame. Here the first one is the object, the second one is the integer. Now why the name contains the object? Here the name contains the all the string data. The string type in the pandas is called as a object, and the integer data is called as a like int 64. Now you can define the what are the columns in the your data frame. Here the name and age are the columns in the your data frame. Here you can also data frame dot info. It returns the information about the your data frame. Here this also information about your data frame. Here the name is the column and age is the column. Here the name and age not have any null values. That means if there is any null values, it returns the null with their count. Here the data types are, one is the integer 64 and other one is the object. Here you can also df dot is null. Here it returns true if there is any null values in the your data frame. Here it returns the false because there is no null values in the your data frame. Now how to access the data frame column? Here you can use the name. Here the df contains the name is the column you can access. Here the name is the Balu, Chintu, Balu, Raju are the names. Here you can check type of. Here this is the series, that means this is the single indexed data. Now how to use the data frame? Here you can pass the multi-dimensional arrays. Here you can pass the name. It returns the multi-dimensional arrays. Now we can type. You can use the df of. Here name, this is the data frame. Before it is the series. Now how series is returns, you can check df of. Here name, it is the series. The data frame is two-dimensional array. Here the data frame contains the name as the column name. Here it is not returns any column name because it is the series data type. Now how to create a series? For example, df dot series of. Here I pass directly as the, for example, I pass the names like same as Balu is the first and Babu is the second and Raja and Chintu. Now click on the run. Here okay, the df is the data frame. Now we can use a df1 equal to, the series is the function in the pandas, not a data frame. Click on the run. Here you can check df1 is the series. Here this is the series. You can use any method. For example, df1 dot info. Here it returns the information. Then it is a series object. There is no attribute in the information. You can also use the value underscore count. This is the series method, not a data frame method. It returns the value counts of the your unique data items. For example, the Raja is the one occurrences of your series. The Babu is the one occurrences. The Chintu is the one occurrences, and so on. It returns the data type of int 64. Why it returns the int 64? Because the 1 1 1 1 are the numeric, then it returns the integer 64. Before this is the object type. Now we discuss with the one data set, that is a one CSV file. For example, your file is the CSV file. Now how to read CSV file? By using read underscore CSV. For example, your file is Excel file. You can use the read underscore XLSX. Now your file is the SQL file. Here you can use the read underscore SQL. Your file is the HDF. You can use the read underscore HDF. Here your file is the JSON file. Here you can use the read underscore JSON. Now first import pandas as PD. Now here I create a one variable as the df. Now PD dot read underscore CSV is used for read the CSV file. Here our CSV file is stored in the our current directory, that is a desktop Python. If your CSV file is stored in the somewhere else, you can place the file name along with the file path. For example, your file is placed in the H drive. For example, H, you can pass your file name. For example, your file name is diabetes.csv. You can specify the path this type. Here again in the H, your file is stored in the data folder. Here you can specify the path this type. Now here our file is stored in the current directory, that is the Python in the desktop Python folder, diabetes.csv file. Now check the file is the CSV file. The values are separated by comma. The file is called as a CSV file. What is the CSV? The CSV is the comma separated value. C means comma, S means separated, V means values. Now here you can pass the diabetes.csv file. Click on the new. File name, check again. Here diabetes, diabetes, this is the diabetes.csv file. Now after reading the your file, now you can print the your df. Here this is the your data set. Now the pandas is used for analyze the data. Now how to analyze the data? What are the columns are needed for feed the data into the machine learning algorithms? Now analyze the required data for predicting the unknown data using the mission. Now first analyze the what are the data is needed for algorithm. Now here we discuss the what are the functions to analyzing, what are the methods, and what are the types of data to be used for here, and how to change the data types and how to modify the column names. You can use that pandas. Now here you can use that df dot head. The head default returns the 5 rows in the your data set. Here it returns the 5 rows. Here you can specify the integer value in the head. It returns the number of head values. For example, I place the for example 10. It returns the 10 rows. Here 10 rows. Now df dot tail is the one method. Here you can pass. For example, it returns the default bottom 5 lines. Here bottom 5 lines. Here you can also check df dot tail of. Here print the bottom 10 lines. Now what are the dimensions of your data set? You can use the data frame dot shape. It returns the first parameter as the rows and the second parameter as the columns in your data set. Here the columns are, these are the 9 columns in the your data set. Now the total rows are, or records are 768. It starts from 0 to 767. That means 768 records are in the your data set, 9 columns in the your data set. Now we can analyze what is the data set contains. 768 rows and 9 columns. This is the one analyzation. Now here you can use that df dot now is null. Here it returns the any null value in the your data set. Here it returns true if your data set contains the particular index as the true. For example, here it returns the true. For example, here this index contains the null value, otherwise it returns the false. Here you can also use the df dot is null of sum. Click on the run. Here it returns the 0 because it checks the every column. If the column contains the any null value, it returns the all the null values sum, because that means it returns the count of the null values in the your data frame. Now the main function is used for data frame dot describe is the main function in the data science. Here it describes the, for example, count and mean of the all the columns, standard deviation, minimum value, 25th quantile, 50 quantile and 75 quantile and maximum values. You can also use the df dot correlation. That means find out the correlations between the all the columns. Based on the correlations, based on the visualizations, based on the some other techniques to analyze the what are the columns are needed for the machine learning. Now here find out the correlation. The maximum correlation is 1 and minimum correlation is 0. You can check the correlation is greater than the 0.8. You can choose the column as is used for the machine learning model. Now you can now how to access the columns in data set. For example, you can use the blood pressure. Here you can print, click on the run. Here it returns the blood pressure values. The blood pressure values are, here your data set contains the, here 76, 92, 58. These are the all the column values are displayed. Here it returns the integer type. Here you can also check this is a series type, because you can use the single square bracket. You can also check type of, this is the, click on the run, this is the series type. Here you can access the df of, here colon blood pressure. Here it returns the, here it returns the data frame. Here the data frame contains the, it returns the column name also. You can also check here type of your column. Here this is the data frame. Now we can also use the iLock attribute and lock attribute also. How? For example, your df dot head, for easy to analyze. Here you can use the df dot iloc is used for index location. This is the 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, and so on. Here the first parameter is the rows and the second parameter is the columns. Here I print the all the rows. For example, use the head method, it returns the 4 values only. Now we can retrieve the only 4 rows. We can use the head. Here head also returns the data frame. The iloc is the data frame attribute. Here the first colon is the returns the all the data within the 4 rows, that is the head we are using. Now columns, here I using the 1 to 4. Click on the run. Here it returns the within the head contains the 5 rows, that means 0 to 4. The default head returns the 5 rows. Here the columns are 0 to 3, that means you can use the 4. Before the 4 index it returns the column names, that means 1 to 3. This is the glucose and blood pressure and skin thickness. Here you can check the first column is the glucose and the second column is blood pressure and skin thickness is the third column. This is the 0th column. Here you can also use the 0 to 4. The 0th column is also added to the your prompt. Here this is also 0th to 3rd column and it returns the all the columns. Here you can use the colon. In the head it returns the all the column. Here instead of head you can use the df, it returns the all the data frame. For example, df dot iloc of, here you can use the first parameter is the colon and second parameter is the your, that is row and columns. Here you can click on the run. Here it returns the your all 768 rows and 3 columns. You can use the head returns the default 5 values. We can analyze the data within the 5 rows. Now these are the methods. Now how to access the multiple columns. For example, I access the blood pressure, glucose, skin thickness, insulin, BMI. You can use the how. First print the df.head for convenience. Here I access the data frame object like within the square brackets. Here you can use the column names separated by comma. Here it returns the only one column. Instead of you can access the multiple columns. For example, head. Here click on the run. Here this column only returns. Now you can access multiple columns at a time. For example, df of within the square brackets, glucose is the one column separated by comma. Here blood pressure is the another column. Here click on. Here you can use the, and you can also use the skin thickness. Here you can also use the age. Any column you can use, that column data is returned in the prompt. Click on run. Here it returns the all the 768 columns. Then you can use the head, it returns the top 5 rows. Here these are the user for, like these are the way to access the multiple columns. You can describe the these columns. You can use describe. Here it returns the count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, and all the quantiles and maximum value. You can also use the, here describe, instead of we can use the find out the correlation of the only these columns. Here we can find out correlation between the columns. Here glucose and glucose returns always correlation as 1. Here the glucose and blood pressure is returns the here minus value. If the correlation between the glucose and blood pressure is returns the negative value, then remove the these value for the machine learning training. If your correlation contains a negative value, you can blindly remove the negative data. Here the glucose and skin thickness returns the minus, you can remove. Here glucose and age contains the positive. Here you can use the this column, and that is glucose and age are the used for your training, and also blood pressure and glucose are not used, and blood pressure returns the correlation 1. Here the BP and skin thickness returns the negative value, then the skin thickness is removed for the training, and the BP and age is the positive value. Here you can specify BP also for the column for training. Here skin thickness is used for, here you can age, skin thickness is also used for training. Here the age contains the age with the glucose, here the correlation is positive. Here age with the BP is positive, age with the skin thickness is positive, age with the age is always 1. Here the age is used for, and glucose, BP, skin thicknesses are used for model training. This is example. Sometimes you are blindly skipped also if the correlation is below the 0.5 or 0.7 based on the your need. Now we discuss the visualization techniques. Now use the matplotlib. Here what is the matplotlib? The matplotlib is used for visualize the your data set for better understanding the correlation between the your columns for take the better decision, like your data is visualized as the plots, graphics. For example, here use the matplotlib. First install the matplotlib using the pip command. Install matplotlib. These are the third party libraries. Every third party library is installed by pip command, and click on the run. I already installed the matplotlib. Now how to import matplotlib is the one package. The package contains the pyplot is the one module. Here use the alias name. Here instead of using the matplotlib.pyplot again and again, I use the directly plt anywhere instead of matplotlib.pyplot. Now for example, I have a one list 10, 20, 30, 40. For example, this is the data. How to visualize the your data using the matplotlib? Here you can use the plt. That means your package contains the pyplot is the one module. The module contains the one function is the plot. Here you can use pass the a as the parameter and click on the run. Here it returns the visualization. For example, it starts from 10, 20 and again 30 and again 40. For example, you can use the marker as the another parameter. Here for example, I use the marker as the plus. Here it marks the values. For example, 10 is the one value, here 20 is the another value, here 30 is the another value, here 40 is the another value. Here you can also your line color equal to use the, for example, green. Click on the run. Here these are the parameters of the plot. Now the line color is green. You can also use the line width. Here for example, I use the 4 is the width of your line. Here it returns the your line width is 4. Now next we discuss the use the column names and how to visualize the your data set. For example, df.head. Click on the run. Here for example, BP. Now before going to the visualization, I change the name blood pressure as the BP. How? The data frame pandas is also used for manipulating the your data set. Like df dot rename is the one method is used for rename the your columns. Here you can use the columns as the keyword. Here you can pass the already defined with the blood pressure key replaced with the their value as BP. Here without using the in place equal to true. Here this is displays the your BP in the data set, but the BP is not updated in the your data frame. Click on the run. Here you can also check df.head. Click on the run. Here without using the in place, the BP is not updated. This is also the manipulating the your data set based on the your data set. If the data set contains the no null data and the proper columns and proper format of your data, you are so lucky. Now discuss the, for example, plt dot, that is the plotting of matplot. Here use the first we visualize the, for example, glucose. Control C, Control V and click on the run. Here it visualizes the your data. Here in the Python, ideally this returns the only matplotlib object. Now how to handle? You can use the plt dot show. This is used for please show the your plot. It tells to the matplotlib. Now click on the run. Here it directly returns the image. Here you can also use the plt dot hist. That means it returns the histogram of your data. Here df of here glucose. Click on the run. Here it returns the glucose histogram. You can use the plt dot show for better visualization. Here this is the histogram. Now we can also different visualization techniques in the matplotlib. We discussed the in-depth in data science course. Now this is the basic how to use the matplotlib and how to visualize the data within the data set. That is the important. Now again you can use the plt dot plot of here df of age. Click on the run. Now plt dot show. Click on the run. Now this is the some visualization data. We completed matplotlib. We discussed the in data science course. Don't worry, you can check what are the methods available in the your matplotlib. You can directly go to the matplotlib dot pyplot. Here, sorry, matplotlib. Click on run. Okay, import matplotlib. Click on run. You can use the dir of matplotlib and click on the run. Here it returns the all the packages and all the methods in the here. These are the all methods and packages. Here every module contains a lot of data. It is not easy to get the all the things and within the all the modules. Based on the your project requirement, you can learn the based on your project requirement modules, and you can handle the within the project. Now this is some visualization. Thank you for taking the time. Good luck.